Did okay last night.
Did great. Here's the inventory. Low on draft beer and tequila. It's summertime, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I have to go.
Where?
Well, while you're juggling the books, I'm going to go learn how to juggle a crossbow.
Crossballs, not handballs?
No.
Not ping pong balls?
No.
Not baseball?
No. I thought before I gave my money away, I'd spend a little bit on myself.
Juggling lessons. What a great choice.
I'm excited. Bye. Bye, Ian.
Bye.
Maggie seems very energized this morning.
Oh, and why not? She's found a new calling in life.
Really?
Yes, she's gone to the community center. She's studying juggling.
Of course.
Of course what?
Well, it's in the family. I told Maggie that we are descended from a very famous French juggler, actually of the court of Louis XVI. His skill was so great that it actually saved his neck from the guillotine, so juggling is a revered family tradition.
Your family's just chock full of secrets, isn't it? Anything else I should know?
And risk ruining the family mystique?
Well, that wouldn't be cricket, would it?
Well, actually, we're not very fond of cricket.
That's very fascinating.
I don't think so. However, let us resume the conversation of last evening, sticking it to Asa and acquiring Dorian's warehouse.
Well, what's to discuss? I'm tapped, and you haven't gotten a hold of the guy's money yet.
That's a small problem.
Oh, a small problem. Yeah, true.
What? I still run Armitage Enterprises North America, which, by the way, owns WVL still. So why don't I buy Dorian's warehouse with the funds of Armitage Enterprises North America, and then I shall authorize the sale to us.
Very neat. Very clean.
I like your enthusiasm.
But you're forgetting one major obstacle, Dorian.
Who loathes you, but you offered me a challenge.
Oh, you think you can charm her into making this sale?
Watch me.
It's going to take a little more skill than juggling.
Where were you last night? Why'd you let me sleep so late?
I was working on this Patrick Todd thing, and by the time I got home, you were sound asleep. Which doesn't surprise me, because you had a terrible day yesterday. And quite frankly, you really needed the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
I feel terrible. Come back. Hold me.
So, how'd it go with Andrew?
He gave me the divorce papers.
See? Tell me all about it, if you want to.
It was more than awful. I forget that some things really are final. It's over. Just like that, you know. It's like something inside me is gone. Kind of like dying.
Did you see River?
Yeah. When I knew it happened. Marriage is over.
Cass, you told me the marriage was over a long time ago for you.
What I'm saying is I was emotionally gone. When Andrew gave me the final papers, it was official. But when I saw River, his sweet, innocent face, you know, looking up at me, wanting to know what was going on, that's when I knew it really happened. It's all over.
I gotta ask you this. Do you have any regrets?
Nora. Hi, thank you very much for meeting me here. Well, a little inconvenience is worth it if it helps to prove that I'm innocent.
Why did we have to meet you at the dogs?
This is a copy of the statement that Alex made to the police, trying to work out if and how she could possibly have seen someone in this approximate position from the yacht.
Surely you can discredit her as a witness. It's Alex.
She made a very flat statement here that she and Guy Armitage came up on the deck of the yacht and they saw someone crossing off in this direction. There's nothing obscuring her vision, and probably with enough light.
My real defense can depend on whether you can persuade the jury that someone broke into my garage, took my stuff out of there, came down here, set up a bomb, left my cap as evidence, went back, broke into my garage again, put everything away, and, I'm sorry, neatly but hastily.
Neatness is only a character reference. The lack of it is not going to help us.
And you still have to explain away the bits of wire, the timer, and the what is it, chemical residue that was left in your garage.
Well, and this true mistake that our perp made is overkill. It was an excessive setup. First thing we have to do is convince them that you're not stupid.
Well, Nora, if I were smart, I'd find a way to prove that this is Todd Manning's doing.
There's only one thing in that report that's important, at least to us. The bomb was detonated with a 60-minute timer. That is hard fact. The rest of everything else is circumstantial. If we can prove what we know to be true, that you and Marty were well over 60 minutes outside of Landview, then everything else they've got turns to mush.
If only I'd checked us into this bed and breakfast. But no, I let Margaret do it, and I was unpacking the car.
Well, where no one saw you.
Right. Margaret came out with the key, and we went through a side entrance. The proprietor never saw me. There's no way of proving that I was there that night.
I mean, there is. The cash you got from the ATM machine. They only took cash at the bed and breakfast. We only had like 20 bucks between us, so we went down the road to the bank.
Talking about a receipt from the ATM, that's not going to prove anything, Margaret.
Wait a second. Did anyone see you at the bank?
I was there with them. Nobody was there.
It was late. Small town like Hazardville, there's no one there.
Where is this ATM machine? Is it outside of the bank, on the street?
No, I was in the lobby. I had to use my car to get in.
How far away was it from the B&B?
I don't know, a couple of 100 yards, I don't know.
Let's just find out how security conscious this bank in Hazardville is.
What do you mean, do I have any regrets?
What I'm saying is, I know how difficult it has been for you to leave Andrew and River. And if you have any regrets about your decision, any at all, then I think we should talk about them right now, not later.
You are so brave, you know that?
No, Cass, I'm not. I'm actually scared out of my skin. But I also know that the only way we are going to make a go of this is for us to be absolutely honest with one another.
I regret hurting Andrew. I regret that I can't protect River more or better. I regret the effect all this is going to have on him. No, I regret that more than I can say. But when I think about where my life was a year ago, and I look at what we have right now, I know this is what I want.
All I want is for you to let yourself be happy. Because you did something that was right for you. Honey, I really hope you could do that, because I understand how responsible you feel for Andrew and for River, but you are also responsible for yourself. Okay? And for me, too, if I may be so presumptuous.
None of that gives me much comfort right now. I just feel selfish.
Wow. If it's comfort you want, you came to the right place. Because I would do absolutely anything to make you happy.
Work! We've got to get to the office.
No, we don't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call my father, and I am going to tell him that you are not feeling well today, and I insisted you stay in bed.
He's going to wonder where you are.
I'll tell him. I'll be in an hour. I have some personal business to attend to. Very personal.
Todd is closing the gap between the Banner and the Sun. His numbers are up again.
Todd is always threatening to up us down and run us through the wood chipper.
No, Clint, this is not hot air, okay? These are real circulation figures.
Okay. Your concern is legitimate and shall be duly discussed with the editorial staff. Buchanan.
Hey, Dad, it's me, Kevin. Look, Cassie's not going to be able to come in today. Andrew just gave her the divorce papers yesterday, and I really think she just needs the day to clear her head.
Well, Jeff's in. He'll cover.
Great. Look, I'll be in about an hour. I want to give you the lowdown on the Todd situation.
Look forward to it. Kevin. Cassie's taking the day off. She was handed the divorce papers yesterday. I'm worried.
I have done my very best to stay out of it.
Well, I don't know what to do. I want to say something to Kevin, but I'm not sure what or how. Neither Kevin nor Cassie has caused any work-related problems. This is the first day that either one of us missed in months, so I don't have any excuse to raise the issue that way. Hell, I'm not even sure I should be looking to. What I do know is I've got a very bad feeling about this right here. This must be even harder for you, given the relationship to Andrew.
Oh, well, it's not easy. Actually, I saw him yesterday.
About this?
Sort of, yeah. The vestry is very concerned about the separation. Mostly because Cassie is living openly with Kevin. So Renee and I kind of wanted to give Andrew a bit of a heads up. I don't know. The whole thing is sad. And it's awkward for me. I mean, I can't say anything to Andrew. Kevin is my son. I can't say anything to Kevin because I don't know what to say to him. So I just decided to try and be a hands-off mother.
You? Hands off? Vicky, come on.
I said try.
Well, Kevin has already had one bad hit with Leanne. She was on a rebound. He was there. Married. Now I look at him, all I can see is the way he's committed himself to Kathy, and I think of Yogi Berra. You know, deja vu all over again.
Well, that's Kevin, though, isn't it? That's just Kevin. He's got a thing for women who need someone to lean on. He's got to jump right in there and save them. Actually, he just has a thing for women. He invests in them.
Well, Kevin invests in everything.
Yes, he does, but that's not altogether bad. You know, my particular concern in this situation is that Cassie is just not sure enough of her own feelings to be able to return Kevin's.
Well, I just hope everything turns out all right.
Oh, me too. Me too. Maybe I'll just sort of wander over there, have a little chat with Cassie.
Well, you can try it. Do me a favor. Let me know how it turns out.
Yeah, I will. And would you do me a favor, please, and read the circulation report and do something about that?
I realize I should have called, and I apologize profusely for just showing up on your doorstep like this.
Oh, it's perfectly all right. It's actually a rather pleasant surprise. Come in.
Oh, thank you. My, what a lovely home you have.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you because I wanted to have the opportunity to tell you how very sorry I was to hear about your father's death. I didn't know him well, but he made a big impression on me.
He had a way of doing that.
Indeed.
He seldom cared to show it, but he did care whom he impressed deeply. That is why your reaction would have pleased him. All the more because he had, well, a similar impression of you, shall we say.
Isn't that nice of you to say? Please, come in.
Thank you.
I've heard that you've taken over the entire Armitage Empire. You must be awfully busy.
Well, of course, that is something that you would understand well.
Yes. Please, sit down. Oh,
thank you.
can I get you some coffee or something?
No, I'm fine, really, thank you. Well, I've yet to take full measure of the corporation, but I already have a sense that a good portion of it will be sold off.
Why?
It may seem like a quixotic decision, but I have decided to stay here in Landview.
Wonderful.
Yes. Yes, and I will need to concentrate on things that I can control comfortably here. So it's really simply a matter of sound business priorities, shall we say, which is something, if the local papers are to be believed, you would well understand.
I hope so.
I particularly admire the way he stood up to Asa Buchanan and his blackmail attempts. That was appalling, really.
Asa is Asa.
I gather he tried to blackmail your niece over a piece of real estate. But you fended him off and protected your family, and for that, well, you have my profound respect and admiration.
Thank you.
And Kelly, whom I remember very fondly, she deserves you. She is a very sweet young girl, unlike you, who... I think the less said, the better about him, really, you know? How is Kelly, by the way?
She's doing well.
And she has your continued support?
Always.
You deserve to be free of conflict over this piece of property. And if you allow me, I would be more than willing to help you.
In what way?
Let me buy it from you. WVL needs additional storage space, and your warehouse might just be the trick we need.
Thank you very much for stopping by. The warehouse is not for sale.
But it suits WVL's needs.
This is not about WVL's needs. I know that you and Mac formed a partnership. You've announced yourself as the savior of the neighborhood. I also know perfectly well that your intentions for that waterfront are exactly the same as Ace's.
Oh, actually, no.
Similar, and don't try and tell me different. I didn't help Asa. Why should I help you?
Well, I am willing to offer a more than generous price.
Price is nice, but the answer is still no.
Oh, I am disappointed. But unlike Asa, I have learned not to take these things personally, which will help me when I return, and I do fully intend to return.
You can always stop by. The answer will always be no.
Things change.
I won't even mind if you stop by again unannounced.
Till the next time.
Mr. East, this is Nora Buchanan, and I'm the defense attorney in the Guy Armitage yacht bombing case here in Landview.
Yes?
Mr. East, I'm calling for a reason here. My client, Patrick Thornhart, made a cash withdrawal from your bank on the night of the bombing. Mr. East,
Yes?
do you understand what I'm saying?
You've just explained to me that your client made a withdrawal from our bank.
Yes, Mr. East, at approximately 8:45 p.m. the night that the yacht was blown up. This is a very critical fact for our defense. You see, we need to prove he was there. We need your help, Mr. East. Do you have security cameras in the lobby of your bank that watch over the ATM machines?
I'm sorry, but that's a security matter which I cannot discuss over the telephone with a complete stranger.
I just told you who I am.
There is no way for me to know who you are.
You're right, Mr. East, which is why I am on my way to see you right now. But in the meantime, I would truly appreciate it if you would go and secure the tapes from your surveillance cameras, please, from the night of June 6th, and hold them for us.
Miss Buchanan, I'm a busy man.
Mr. East, I'm a busy woman, but I'm begging you, please, find the tapes, protect those tapes from the night of June 6th. An innocent man's life is at stake here.
That's great. That's good. Let me show you.
All right.
Let me show you something really quick. Now, the secret is that you can't think of keeping 3 balls in the air at one time.
All right.
That won't work. You have to work with them one at a time.
All right.
You see? And if you do that, you'll always have time for the next one.
All right, I'm getting dizzy, Al.
Oh, hang on there.
All right.
See, now when you do that, the ball that you tossed up before will always come back to where it belongs.
Wow.
Go ahead.
All right, try it. I'll try it.
1, 2. That's terrific. Those
Missing
are
a
3
ball.
great throws.
All right.
That was it.
You're a good teacher.
Well, that's why I'm here. You know, I really like working with kids.
Yeah.
Teaching someone like you is fun, too. Also pays the bills. You know, the clown arts are not exactly going to make you rich, but they sure are fun.
Oh, wow. Do you want to do something for me?
What?
Would you mind doing a show for them? I'd be happy to pay you.
For the kids? It would be my pleasure.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Hey, you guys. We got a surprise.
How you doing?
Bye.
Would you like to see me juggle?
Yeah.
Okay, watch very carefully. Here we go.
That's me in 2 months.
I hope so. Oh, no. They got away from me.
You've been hanging around me
Yeah.
too long.
Big smiley. Thank you. Hey, would any of you guys like to learn how to juggle?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch me carefully. Here we go. Okay, does everybody know how to count?
A juggling teacher.
Whatever have I set in motion with my little story yesterday?
3 balls hitting the wall ceiling.
We will get it. Because you have the ability to capture anything that you put your attention to.
Oh, yeah. That got me into a lot of trouble. I can't even talk about it.
Nonsense. I mean, that's just hindsight. From my vantage point, you have led a very full and interesting life. I envy that.
I don't. Full interesting has a lot of edges.
So what brings you down here, bro?
Well, I went to go and buy Dorian's warehouse, and she finessed me.
It's a great thing to do if you want to get in Ace's face.
Well, I don't think it'll come to that. I mean, she seems to be absolutely certain that she won't sell it, and to be honest, I think she enjoys being uncooperative.
I could get the warehouse.
You? Impossible.
I could do it.
There is no way you could get your hands on Dorian's warehouse. No.
My dear brother, you want to bet?
Yes.
Oh, very good.
See you later. Bye.
A beautiful and wonderfully bizarre creature.
Okay. I have to file my story, I have to meet with my father, and then I have to clear up just a few loose ends on the Todd situation, and then I will be right back, because I don't like leaving you here like this. I want to stay to make you feel better. It's possible.
You are helping me. You do something right. Let's go. Go, get out of here. I will be fine. Don't worry about me. I can be fine for a few hours by myself. I will be very happy when you come back.
Did you get that?
It's your mother.
On my way to the office.
Good, because I came to talk to Cat. You feel up to it?
Oh, of course.
See you later.
I'm sorry that I haven't come by to see you sooner.
Well, I'm glad that you're here now.
Actually, it was intentional. I didn't want to intrude until you and Andrew and Kevin had a chance to sort things out.
Vicky, there's no need to apologize. I should have come by your office. Just... Well, honestly, I was afraid of what you might be thinking.
No need for that.
Believe me, I have learned that in any given marriage, there are really only two people who know what's going on.
Sometimes not.
My point is that I don't think anyone has the right to judge you for your decision to leave Andrew. I'm sure it wasn't a decision you made lightly.
Lightly? No. I just finished telling Kevin it's like a death.
Yeah. I sincerely hope that what comes out of this is what's best. I want you and Kevin to be happy together. Kevin's an enormous emotional investment in you.
Yeah. Look at what he gave me. I think he felt I needed some reassurance, and I guess I did.
Well, he means every feeling that goes with that ring. Take it slowly. Make sure that your heart finds the path that you want your life to follow.
Why do you think I left Andrew? Kevin and I have everything that we hoped for. We work together, we're happy together.
Honey, I'm not challenging you, okay? I just want you to know that there is no more real person on this earth than Kevin. So there's no need for you to rush into any premature decisions about him or your life.
Vicky, are you afraid that I'm using your son? That I'm going to hurt him too?
Well, I didn't say that.
Because I know that I want to be with Kevin, and I know what I'm doing.
I hope so. I think I'm not going to say any more right now.
What are you afraid of? Crazy Cassie's going to reappear? Dorian's daughter's out and she's going to wreak emotional havoc on everyone in her way?
Oh, you may be afraid of that, Cassie. I'm not. I'm quite sure that you learned from your mother's example and would wish to repeat her mistakes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have said that, okay? Yesterday was a hard day. Andrew gave me the divorce papers, and
Cassie, I really, really just want you and Kevin to be happy.
I know. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mr. East, thank you very much for seeing us. This is my card. As I said on the phone, our entire defense hinges on our ability to prove that Patrick Thornhart was here in Hazardville the night that Guy Armitage's yacht blew up.
I came to use the ATM in the lobby out there.
Please, Mr. East, do you have security cameras in your lobby?
I don't like discussing our security arrangements.
Oh, please help us. It's the only way we can establish Patrick's alibi.
Well, yes, we do have a camera on the ATM.
Are they hooked up to video recorders?
Well, certainly.
Well, can we see the tape from the night of June 6th?
There may be a serious problem with
Mr. East, you know what? I'll get a court order if that will make you feel more comfortable. You have to understand something. This is material evidence in a capital crime.
I mean a different kind of a problem.
What kind of a problem, Mr. East?
Well, you see, we only keep the tapes for 10 business days, and then we record over them.
How many tapes do you have at your disposal?
About a dozen or so.
And is there a particular order with which you re-tape over them?
No, not really. Whichever comes in hand out of the box. Well, I don't know if we reuse the tape for June 6th.
You mean this could be playing right now?
Mr. East, I understand that you have a bank policy, and I know that you respect that policy, but I am begging you right now, please put aside your respect and stop that machine. As we're sitting here arguing, every minute that video recorder is turning and obliterating whatever was on that tape. Please, God, help us. It is the right thing to do.
Well, all right, stay here. I'll stop the video recorder and bring you the tapes.
Thank you.
I not surprised?
I don't know. Why aren't you?
Because your brother preceded you.
Oh.
Okay, you can't have my warehouse. There is no way I'm going to sell to Max Golden.
All right, then. But Max doesn't even know I'm here.
Oh, please! Why are you people acting suddenly as if I just fell off a turnip truck? Your friends have asked to buy my warehouse. I said no. Now you're here? The answer's still no.
All right, I'm here. Ian and Max want the warehouse. So do I.
What is with you people? Don't you... What part of no don't you understand?
No, Dorian, I want to buy it. All right, me. All by myself. I know Asa has plans for it. I know Ian and Max have plans for it. And I know that they have been strutting around Lambview, thumping their chests like gorillas in heat. All right?
Oh, there's an appalling but true image.
Please.
So what do you want with thousands of square feet of empty, dusty space?
Well, actually, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know what I want to do with it. I just know I don't want them to have it.
That's intriguing. Seriously, though, what would you do with it?
Something that wouldn't take away from the community, that wouldn't use it, but somehow be a part of it.
For example?
For example, juggling.
Juggling?
Juggling. That's what I could do with the warehouse. I could turn it into a thing, a center, a school. Adults too. Now, it would make a perfect teaching space where kids could come and learn how to juggle and tumble and walk the high wire and all that other fun circus art stuff.
Circus art? In my warehouse?
Yes. Dancing and music and mime. I mean, it would be beautifully spiritual. All that performance and creativity. This is something I've always wanted to make happen. Can't you see it?
Just what exactly am I supposed to be seeing?
A creative center, Dorian. Not just for circus arts, but for dance and drama and music. You know, and we could have a performance space where the kids could put on shows. A non-profit subsidized program that'll give latchkey kids something to come after school.
How would you pay for it?
I have the money to start it. I just need to qualify for non-profit status. I'd have to go out and apply for grants and go into the community and raise money, but I think that'll make them feel even more part of it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You know, when I saw the size of my father's estate, I just knew I wanted to do something worthwhile with it.
Something worthwhile like a circus school.
Yes. Oh, Dorian, please sell me that warehouse. I promise you an offer you can't refuse. Free juggling lessons for the rest of your life.
Put that in writing. And add a clause that you will not sell the warehouse to anyone except back to me for 15 years. And you've got yourself a deal.
Thank you.
Welcome. Now I won't be annoyed by Max and Ian, and I'll have the pleasure of seeing Asa bust a gut when he finds out I've sold to you. And I have personal reasons for wanting to get rid of the warehouse. I have a friend who wants to lease the second floor for living quarters, and I would just as soon that didn't happen. So, good riddance warehouse. Maggie, you got yourself a deal.
Oh, very good.
If Dorian won't sell the warehouse to us, how can we be sure that she won't cut a deal with Asa?
That is a sure bet, pal.
Go ahead, ask me how I did it.
How did you do it?
Did what?
Dorian sold me the warehouse.
That's terrific. You are brilliant.
She is, isn't she? Isn't she the greatest? Wait till Asa hears, he'll have a heart attack. Isn't it nice?
Now, well, we have to decide what we're going to do with it.
No, fellas. I bought it.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
No, she sold it to me on the condition that I wouldn't sell it to anyone else except back to her for the next 15 years.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, really? The place is useless.
No, I do have use for it. That's the best part. I'm going to turn it into a creative center. A performance space, you know, a school for drama, music, circus arts, juggling.
That's terrible.
No, that is sublime. It'll be a school of clowns and jugglers, and we'll build even a big top around you.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
Yes, I mean, what else are we going to do? I'm so proud of you.
You. Nothing you do should surprise me. You. Starting to worry.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy is right. Boy, did I do that wrong.
Now that, I doubt.
Oh, no. I did it wrong. Cassie is so much trouble that she wants anyone to know. I hope and pray that Kevin realizes that.
Well, I'm sure he does. He's very sensitive. Well, for a guy. Look, Vicky, I'm sure he can play the hand he's been dealt.
Well, he could if all the cards are on the table. I don't think they are. Quite frankly, I'm glad I stayed out of it as long as I did. At least I saved myself that much aggravation.
Well, nothing you can do, babe. Frankly, I'm glad you didn't try.
You know what? Cassie was so determined to tell me that she is happy and she's confident in her choice. And I look at her face and all I can see there is frustration and pain and fear. Believe me, it does not bode well.
You think she's lying to herself?
Yes, I do. And between you and me, I don't think Kevin has a clue.
This is the tape used on June 6th. It's the last tape that hasn't been recorded yet. That's a good sign.
Let's see it.
What's happening? Nothing.